Thank you.
You disagree with me on body count? What? Go ahead.
So I don't remember when you said it, but you said, well, you made the connection of body count. Once you have a high body count, it almost sticks to you. It is your past and it defines who you are. And you equated it to, well, once you're a murderer, you're always a murderer. And I can see where you're coming from, but I don't agree with that. I feel, so, for example.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just assume I did. Okay, and?
So, for me personally, I don't think I slept around a lot, but I had my share of fun after my divorce. And I did a lot of regrettable things when I was younger. And as I've matured, as I've grown older, as I've become a mother, I take who I let into my bed more seriously. And I've grown and I've become more wise and more particular with the men that I choose to be with. And I don't feel like once you've been a promiscuous person, once you've been an OnlyFans girl, that always has to define you. I think you can grow and learn and evolve and mature and move on, and that stigma doesn't always have to be attached to you.
Exactly. Just like the Whatever podcast doesn't have to be attached to you forever. You feel me? Like, you can grow from that. You can get another reputation.
I mean, it's basically just like throwing it out there.
Were you dropped on your head as a child?
Were you? Because you're
asking
clearly
you.
not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I'm clearly not.
So I guess you were dropped.
I mean,
Wow, was that the reverse Uno? Well done. You did great there. That was...
To just like throw it out once somebody's born again, whatever
Wait, are you born again?
No. Whatever they've done in the past, they've now set a new life course for themselves.
Right.
Living in, for example, a better, more pure life.
Okay, so I mean, there's a couple things there. So there's one, I make arguments.
But I also, just to interrupt you, I feel that way to a point. If you slept with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, then it's kind of a slippery slope. So I say to a point.
Okay. Well, there's a couple things there. First, we can get into the body count, but the other thing is I've made arguments of, well, if a girl in her past previously, for example, had sex with men fairly quickly, but then all of a sudden changed up, the past 20 men she slept with,
and then forcing the next guy to wait like 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Or until marriage.
I've heard that, yeah.
You're free to do it. But I think that's an L for the guy. I think that's an L for the guy.
Yeah.
I think...
I can understand her
You might
reasoning.
be able to find a guy who's okay with it. But
Yeah, and
I personally would be like, maybe I'm not the best guy to ask on this because I'm not interested in waiting long periods of time before having sex. I think... Me personally, I don't really believe in waiting for sex, in terms of like...
I feel that.
I'm fine having sex relatively early on. And I'm not going to judge the girl for it. I think there's better indicators where you can make judgments on that front. But I just think it's... There's a couple factors to this. So, for example, if like that's going to just be her guaranteed position moving forward, okay, I want to wait 3 months from now on, and you're never going to falter from that, that's a bit more respectable than, like, I would feel kind of like a sucker.
If she was wishy-washy with it?
Yeah, a week ago, she fucked a guy really quick. Oh, you meet me, you've changed up, you want to wait 3 months, we date for 6 months, and then as soon as you're out of the relationship, you fuck a guy right away. It's like, okay, that was never your actual value set. You just arbitrarily wanted to leverage sex for some reason, or you heard something in a fucking Cosmopolitan, and you're going to leverage sex to get compliance in some way. Not about it.
Yeah,
not about
I agree.
it. Now, but my advice to men, for example, who maybe they also want to wait, I still think it's a suboptimal dating choice for you to get with a girl who previously was promiscuous, and then now she's going to make... Look, as a woman, you can always change up. You slept with 100 men on the first date, and then you meet a guy you really like, and you want to wait until marriage. That's your call. You can do that. I think that's a raw deal for the guy. You're free to do it. But from the guy's perspective, that feels like a raw deal.
I could totally
whether
see
you
that.
want to wait or not.
I always like the adage, there's always a lid to every pot. So even if you do egregious things when you're younger, you don't make the wisest decisions, all it takes is one person to love you for who you are and see past what you did in that past, accept you for who you are now and your goals and how you want to move forward, and call it a day. You just need that one person to see
everything happens
it.
for a reason.
I mean, just from my own experience, I've encountered, like, I've dated some women who I'll ask kind of some details about their past. They'll tell me, and I do feel like a bit raw about it. Like, oh, you've hooked up with these guys and you hooked up with them quick, but now you want to wait.
Well, maybe she thought you were
Weeks.
special and different, and that's why she wanted to wait, because she was like, wow, Brian's this really cool, intellectual, interesting guy. I don't want to ruin my chances and sleep with him right away and have the chance that he's going to think of me a certain way, so I'm going to wait for him.
Well, here's the thing. You, at least for me specifically, you've actually gone ahead and ruined your chances with me if you're going to make me wait when you didn't make other men in the past
Yeah,
wait.
I
If
can
it's
see
always
that.
been your standard, if all the guys you dated, you waited, that's more acceptable.
Yeah.
If you're a virgin, that's more acceptable. But if you fucked 10 other dudes, 7 other dudes,
Yeah, if you
quick,
vacillate back
and
forth,
then
yeah.
oh, Brian, I want to wait until marriage. I want to wait 3 months. I'm gonna look at you like I'm just not
Really?
gonna date you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm just gonna be like, hey, there's a mismatch here. You want to wait. I don't. Let's go our separate ways.
I think that's a little weird of you to ask such a specific question, though.
What do you mean? How's it weird?
Like, has any guy ever asked you girls, like, what's your patterns on how you have sex in the past before me? That's a little weird.
No, never.
Well, it
I
could
think
come
it's
up
just
like
a-
this. I mean, if you're a guy and you're desirous of having sex with a girl, and she's like, no, I've got a 90-day rule, a 60-day rule. I want to wait 3 months, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I respect that. Has that been your standard for all the other guys you've dated? And if you tell me no, oh yeah, I hooked up with a guy a month ago, you're not fresh enough in your new value set for me to take you seriously with that. So if you're gonna be steadfast and want to wait, it was nice meeting you, but
Yeah, I agree.
I ain't waiting.
That's
Okay,
why
I can see
healed
where you're
for
coming
so
from.
long.
And I think women, if you want to make, just like you said, you want to give the car a test drive, like women can also, if the guy wants to wait till marriage and you want, as women, want to have sex before marriage, that can be a deal breaker for you. And you can say, I don't want to wait. I'm going to meet somebody new. It was nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yeah, respectfully, no.
So I don't have a double standard on it.
Okay.
But look, I want to give you an analogy here. So you were saying, well, she really likes you, so all those other guys were just mistakes and were just fun, but she really likes you.
Or maybe she just
And she wants to
decided,
wait.
she woke up one day and she's like,
She
you know
woke
what,
up
I
one
don't
day.
want to be promiscuous anymore. I don't want to sleep with
Wait,
guys
Nick,
on
do you
the
have
first
that
date anymore.
that cuck flower meme? That's
Oh, cucks?
the cuck flower meme that it has to
I
be
love cucks.
it has to be the censored one though.
I'm a professional in cucks.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. It's just, I don't. It's you're gonna have to Google it. It's just, look, you reward the fuck boys who will never give you commitment with them, and you reward them with immediate sex, but you punish the guys who are worthy of a relationship by making them wait weeks or months. I don't know. It's just
I think maybe the mentality, and I could be wrong, but I think maybe the mentality is kind of going along with what you said, or what you've said in the past, is if a girl sleeps with you right away, you might not take her seriously
I
down
never
the
said
line.
that. I never said that.
Oh, okay. Well,
For
some
me,
men
that's not-
might think that, like if they sleep with a girl right away,
Yes,
she's
I
kind
agree.
of she's out of the running for relationship status.
I agree with you that some men will certainly view it that way. Me personally, I don't think that that's a good metric to disqualify a girl on based on the quickness with which she has sex with you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's ready.
You got something, Nick? Yeah, this is kind of it's censored, but I don't know. This is like kind of it. That's how guys feel.
Kind of gay.
kind of, well, no, it's not.
Wait.
What's the uncensored part?
Wait,
I
I'm
can't make out what it is.
confused.
Okay, it's a line of men. There's a girl at the end, and then one of the guys has
Oh,
flowers.
so
and he's,
is the girl bending over?
This just sounds like a bunch of
Is that what
insecure
that is?
men.
Okay.
insecure, yeah, okay. Here, I'll give you a couple of analogies here. So, tell me if this resonates at all. This is for the whole panel. Tell me how you would feel. So, you really like this guy, you go on a date, everything is great, but you find out he wants to go 50-50 with you until you guys are married. But then you learn his last 3 girlfriends, he paid for everything: rent, dates, vacations. He even went on a date a week before he met you, and he paid the entire bill, all the chivalry, all that. How does that make you feel?
I think maybe he's just being cautious. Maybe he's just been screwed over one too many times by gold diggers. I don't mind the cautiousness. I think if maybe
You wouldn't feel a certain type of way about that?
I mean, everybody has the right to change their mind and to change, how they go about dating. You don't have to stick to one thing for the rest of your dating life.
Well, she also said you said you were okay with doing 50-50 though, right? So that's, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
I think if we started dating,
I got more analogies.
I think if we
got
started
more
dating and I could
analogies.
see that we were both, going towards a certain path, I wouldn't mind doing 50-50.
But it's weird. It's like you withhold intimacy with the man that you supposedly like, but you'll give it away to men who are undeserving. We'll have girls, we've had girls come on the show and they'll say, well, if I'm traveling or I just want to have fun, I'll just fuck right away. But then the guy I really like, I'm going to, even though it's not even my value set, it's just this arbitrary thing, I'm going to make the guy who I really, really like, I'm going to make him wait for sex. Even if he wants it, I'll make him wait.
Yeah, because she probably wants a relationship from that particular person. She just doesn't want a,
So you're using sex as leverage
Yeah, and
to...
she's using the
She
other
probably
man as a distraction until she gets the other.
That
I
was
think
beautiful,
she
thank
just
you.
wants to go with the intent of having it be more serious as opposed to just a hookup in the beginning.
How about this? Okay. All the exes got 5-star meals. But
I'm
you
fine
get
with In-N-Out.
you get McDonald's.
I'm fine with that.
Because he
Fire.
turned over a new leaf.
Hey, he's saving money.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, how about this one?
I'm
I
really
get McDonald's
open-minded.
every Friday, you guys.
How about
I
this?
thought
Hold
we were
on.
against McDonald's.
Okay, we're just gonna go back to body count because I'm not gonna be able to explain this to you guys. Okay, do you think, going around the table, do you think men are insecure if they care about a woman's body count?
Yes.
No.
Not necessarily insecure if it's like religious reasons, but kind
Let's
of what
say it's
I
not.
explained earlier of like they ideally want a girl with a low body count because they don't want her to compare. So it's not saying like, oh, you're just fucking insecure. It's just like, yeah, maybe
Sure.
in the back of your head.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I would
Insecure.
say sometimes too.
They're insecure. Okay.
No.
No? Okay.
I would say no. I think it's just personal preference.
Fair.
I'd say sometimes.
Sometimes insecure. Okay. What about you?
No.
Okay. All right. Should body count matter?
No.
Yeah, for me it does.
Oh, okay.
For me, it personally doesn't.
No.
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 Yes.
If body count doesn't matter, what's your body count?
5.
5?
I'm 22 years old.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
Oh, okay. 5 times 3.
What's your body count?
7.
I'm not disclosing.
No,
but it's
come
not that
on.
high.
Didn't you say it last show?
No,
Range? Want to give a range?
less than 20.
Oh, okay.
7.
Hold on now. You guys all have the same body count? Your friends? 7?
That's the truth.
Okay, all right.
7 angel number.
9?
29.
29? Wait, hold on. Oh,
Grubble
saved by the
donated
TTS.
$100. High body count shows a difference in values. Women don't like men who sleep with dudes. Why do you all think men want you after you've slept with the exact PPA you don't like in a partner?
Women don't like
Yeah,
men that
based
sleep with dudes.
Graggle. Body count?
I'm not gonna say.
Range? You want to do range?
I only sleep with people I'm in relationships with. In the past,
Range?
I would do that.
Less than 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't disclose last time.
Range?
Why are some
Range?
people allowed to disclose and not?
I guess, shit, it's not fair. Life's not fair.
I mean, he's not like holding you.
Yeah, you're
at
right. Life's not
gunpoint,
fair.
like-
At least I'm not capping.
5?
I'm 22 and I was in a relationship since I was 15. 3 years. Then one, then 3, then 1.
Huh.
Yeah.
I want to ask the chat. Chat, do you think she's telling the truth?
Let me know, chat. I'm
Fine,
probably
bye.
gonna say no.
Well, whatever your answers are.
Multiply it by 3 and that's the real number.
All right, I want
I
to give
do
you
the
guys
math
credit.
again?
I want to give you guys credit though for answering the
I do
question.
the
Those
math?
of you who did, no, it's good. I know it's hard on you to do that.
No, it's not. I think it's hard on you. That's why you didn't do it for me.
Wait, Brian.
says-
Brian.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your body count?
Well, hold on. You didn't disclose. You can't be
yes,
asking
I
me
did.
that.
I gave you a range. Give me a
Wait,
range.
yeah. What is your body
I don't
count?
disclose my body count. Sorry, guys.
But it's personal.
Rules for these.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, I have a question.
Oh boy.
What about
That's-
give us a range?
Gustavo, what's your body count?
We should
in
uproar.
Spanish?
No. Zero. Zero. He said zero.
Sarah.
That's really personal, though. It's crazy how you ask these personal
That's
questions
crazy.
to us, and we
It's
can
almost
ask
like
you
I'm
the
kind of the
personal
interviewer,
questions.
kind of.
I know, but like,
Imagine that.
what happened?
Bro, what is up with...
In your childhood.
Bro, you... What?
Girl, you should make merch.
I don't know. about
Like,
that.
what happened? What happened, Brian? That's what it's gonna say. Sorry.
Honestly, I would buy
That's
it.
copyright right
Pretty
there.
funny.
Maybe I'll
What
just
was your
put, I'll put a
childhood
1
like?
instead of an I,
Oh
so
my
I don't
gosh.
get copyrighted.
No, you totally could, and then you can donate the proceeds to people who need therapy.
Yeah.
Boom.
I don't think it's insecure for men to care about body count.
Okay.
In fact, I think it's super secure.
Okay.
Super secure.
Interesting.
Look, let's just go over a couple basic ones. Obviously, somebody who's had more sexual partners is more likely to have an STD. People who have had more sexual partners more likely to cheat, more likely to for there to be infidelity, greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction, greater likelihood of difficulty when it comes to pair bonding. Also, there's a biological component and an evopsych component of why men care about this more than women. It comes down to paternity certainty. So in the past, before there were DNA tests, if a woman was promiscuous, and let's say that she was dating multiple men, sleeping with multiple men at the same time, there would be no way to know who the father is. And obviously, men want to ensure paternity. They want to be sure that the child is in fact theirs. It's one of the biggest L's that you can take in your life as a man, is to raise a kid that you think is yours but actually isn't. So,
I've heard that story a lot.
are you laughing at paternity fraud? Is that
No.
funny to you?
No,
Okay.
it's not funny.
Yeah.
Do you think it's funny?
I don't think it's funny. I
Oh.
think it's. Actually, I think it should be criminalized. To be honest.
I do this thing where, like, when I'm uncomfortable, I laugh. So
Okay,
you just
whatever.
caught me.
I get it. People laugh when they're uncomfortable. Cool. So I mean, that's a big part of it. So yeah. And it honestly it's kind of gross. It's just kind of gross.
Agreed.
For women or for everyone?
I think, look, if women can feel gross about it too, like when it comes to promiscuity, like would you feel a little gross, for example? And I'm using an extreme example here to make my
Yes.
point.
Probably.
Okay, she doesn't even want to hear it. Here. Would you feel a little grossed out, for example, if a guy had sex with a girl and then like within that same day went and had sex with you?
Yeah, it's
It'd
a different
feel a
question
little-
than body count, but yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a little different,
It's
but
not
it's
the same thing.
it's
very- it's
kind of
completely
related though.
It's like
it's
not
a little.
though.
It's related to promiscuity.
So if, for example, like you hooked up with a girl today,
Mhm. And then
but
I
you've-
fucked
you've
you.
had a- no,
That's what you were about to say. Whoa.
Flirting.
Again, Ryan. Should I just walk away?
Your eyes
Look,
lit
he's
up.
blushing.
You guys want some space?
Yeah,
a little
we'll
time?
space.
Come off the clothes, we can
Hot
go.
dress.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
We can wrap it up for y'all.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is if theoretically, right? Because you
That's
didn't.
fucking disgusting.
No, not the promiscuity thing. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
That-
what
that
I
was a
thought
pre-
because
that
I was
was
about
a-
to go off.
Calm down, relax. It's good.
Can I finish my question?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So if you have a big body count, right? Because you didn't disclose because you don't want to, and that's
Yeah,
fair.
sure.
If it means a lot to you, it doesn't really
Go
matter.
ahead. Go ahead.
But if you have a big body count, but you're only hooking up with one person right now, how does that affect anything?
What do you mean?
If you never disclose that to them, they never asked you, would you expect someone to judge you off of your body count? Theoretically, if it's high. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
Why do you say that?
Because you're flirty.
No, I can tell.
I'm just kidding.
She can tell I'm a virgin.
No, and maybe not a virgin. But
If a girl wanted to disqualify me because of my body count, that's fine.
But
I
I'm
don't
saying,
have an
like,
issue with it.
if that was never even a topic of conversation, is that a red flag to you? Like, does that really matter?
What's the question?
Like, how do I phrase it? I want to put like you
Bro,
in
why
that
are you
position.
looking
If
at me
your
like that? Calm down,
body
bro.
count is high,
why are you getting nervous?
but now
No,
like
it's just-
you're only hooking up with one
focus
person,
on
like
her.
your past doesn't really affect right now. You're talking about like hooking up with multiple people at the same time. That's like not the same thing.
It's kind of related because it's related to promiscuity, right? Body count is proxy for promiscuity. Now, I agree with you. For example, a woman to steel man your position. Let's say a woman had sex with 100 men, right?
Okay.
But then she didn't have sex for 3 years, right? My example that I provided would not be a strong argument to make because, well, how does the disgust factor come into this? Because she's been celibate for 3 years. I could actually maybe still make an argument that it's kind of still disgusting, but let's assume she doesn't even have STDs. She's totally clean. I'm still kind of
But
grossed
that's
out
like
by it. But
in your head type of thing, because it's like she's clean and she hasn't had sex in 3 years, so it's just
happened?
But okay, let's say has a high body count and she's still being promiscuous.
Okay, that's
so body
fair.
count would be proxy for her promiscuity, and then it stands to reason that she's been perhaps sexually active recently, and then it would be like an actual physical disgust over you just fucked somebody else.
that's a different
There's
story.
maybe seeds.
Brian.
Hey, it takes a couple days. A day, 24, 48 hours.
Can't sperm
It's
live
never
in-
leaked
Yeah,
out.
for like 5 days.
It's never leaked out like 7 hours later. Come on, ladies.